Starbucks is announcing a plan to hire out-of-work veterans. CEO Howard Schultz says Starbucks is looking to hire 10,000 veterans and military spouses within the next 5 years. According to CNN, many veterans find it hard to translate their combat experience into the civilian job market. Starbucks is hoping to give struggling vets a chance to settle back into civilian life. In addition to hiring thousands, Starbucks plans to open 5 stores on or near military bases and share their profits with local communities.
Well, the City College Learning Resource Center smelled a bit foul yesterday. Instructional lab technician Sean Ryan was in room R106 when he noticed a noise and a foul smell coming from an air vent. Ryan and Professor Carol Withers vacated all students from the LRC. Campus police were notified and the gas leak was shut off. Withers did not reopen the LRC until this morning.
And don't forget, this Monday is Veterans Day. That means there won't be any classes at City College. If you happen to have the day off and are looking for something to do, you can make your way downtown to San Diego for 2013 Veterans Day Parade. The parade honors San Diego's veterans and active military members. Over 4,000 people will march in the parade along Harbor Drive. It will feature marching bands, floats, and lots of veterans. It kicks off at 11 a.m.
A long-anticipated mural is finally on display tonight, but not on campus as originally planned. Pt2 Holmes explains.
Where should the mural go? Donations were made to fund it. Students and volunteers painted it. But the on-campus unveiling of the Diana Gonzalez mural never happened. So what really happened? Well, let's start out with a little background. In October of 2010, City College co-ed Diana Gonzalez was murdered on campus in an in-building bathroom. The man charged with her crime, her estranged ex-husband, Armando Perez. Family and friends, students, and faculty responded by participating in an on-campus vigil celebrating her life. And at every anniversary since her death,
we've done vigils, but the goal had always been to create some kind of permanent, memorial.
City College student clubs got working to make it happen.
The first process of getting it approved probably took about a year. Getting the design approved as well as getting the funding for the mural to happen, where it was going to be, getting it approved by faculty and staff as well as administration.
Those who wanted the mural thought they had all their bases covered, but apparently that wasn't the case. On the day that the mural was to be displayed, administrators stopped the project saying permission had not yet been granted. Now, school officials did not want to speak on camera about it, but the City Times reports concerns center around the following: the school's reputation, mental health effects on students, and a lack of an explicit mural policy. Interim City College President Lynn Knoll proposed the memorial canvas only hang twice a year, once for Domestic Violence Awareness and Women's History Month, but without a plaque referencing Diana. That didn't sit well with those who planned the display and counted on it being permanent.
We wanted to institutionalize Diana within the history of our school.
For now, students and faculty have arranged a temporary home for the memorial off campus in Balboa Park at Centro Cultural de la Raza. And it will remain here until the end of the year. Reporting from Balboa Park, I'm Pt2 Holmes with photojournalist Alex Miller-Pastore, Newscene.
And City College is forming a mural process committee to address how and where public art will be displayed on campus. Any faculty members who are interested in joining should write a brief personal statement and send it to the Academic Senate President Pete Haro by Friday, November 22nd, which is next week. So the Miami Dolphins have decided to let a player go in the midst of bullying allegations. Maria Souza is here to explain what's that all about.
Hey, thanks, Dallas and Adam. Well, it looks like there's no room for bullying in the Dolphins locker room. Miami started heating up this week when an offensive tackle checked himself into a South Florida hospital for emotional distress. Second-year player Jonathan Martin left the team last week after he felt he was being bullied by teammates, including guard Richie Incognito. Incognito was suspended indefinitely on Sunday after Martin's representatives provided the Dolphins organization, along with the NFL, proof of the harassment. Martin had received threatening and racially charged voicemails and text messages from Incognito, which ultimately led to his suspension. Incognito was considered the leader of the Dolphins locker room, with many teammates claiming the two were best friends.
I think if you would ask John Martin a week before, who his best friend on the team was, he would have said Richie Incognito. The first guy stand up for Jonathan when anything went down on the field, any kind of tussle. Richie was the first guy there.
Martin, a 2012 second-round draft pick, still has 2 years left on his contract, and according to ESPN, he wants to continue playing in the NFL. And after an overtime loss in Washington last Sunday, the Chargers return home to host Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. The Chargers must win this game to keep their playoff hopes alive. The 7-1 Broncos are coming off of a bye week and are without their head coach, John Fox, due to heart surgery earlier this week, both of which could play to the Chargers' advantage. Also, Chargers head coach Mike McCoy spent his last 4 years with the Denver Broncos and knows their strengths and weaknesses, as well as Manning's offensive scheme. And on Thursday Night Football, Adrian Peterson and the Vikings hosted RG3 and the Redskins in Minneapolis. In the first quarter, Adrian Peterson, there he is, takes the rush outside for an 18-yard touchdown, 7-3 Vikings. And Redskins, RG3 is looking to pass, and he takes a nasty hit before he connects with Jordan Reed, who dives into the end zone for the touchdown. Redskins lead 17-14. The Vikings looking for the comeback. QB Christian Ponder rolls left, throwing against his body to John Carlson, who then stiff arms the defender and sneaks the ball inside the pylon for the 28-yard TD. Just over 30 seconds left to play. RG3 looks for Santana Moss in the end zone to force OT. But when it happens, here you go. As you can see, Santana Moss does not get both feet in the end zone, and that score does not count. So final score is 34-27 Minnesota. And let's take it to the NBA, where Dwight Howard takes on a familiar opponent, the LA Lakers. The Lakers bring on the Heat in the first quarter. Wesley Johnson with a three-pointer at the buzzer. And then Jody Meeks gets a three-pointer of his own to end the first half. Lakers lead 64-50. Houston looking to make a run in the second half. James Harden with a sloppy pass to Howard, but he recovers to finish the dunk. Fourth quarter, Harden with a three to knot it up at 91. And a minute later, Harden connects with Chandler Parsons for the jam. Houston up by 2, but Lakers' Steve Blake nails a three from the corner to give the Lakers a 1-point lead. Patrick Beverly fires a desperation three, but it doesn't fall in. Final score, 99-98 Lakers. So even though Houston did not win, Dwight Howard did have an impressive game against his old team. I guess you can say that Superman didn't lose his powers after all.
So the Lakers were his kryptonite then? Ouch. Bazinga. Kind of like I know what I'm talking about, right? Thank you. All right, well, coming up, some tips on how to save your waistline this holiday season.
The city is full of weekend entertainment. Stay tuned for a list of fun local activities.